What's up today, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Big Shaggy's. On today's episode, we're going to be telling you a little bit about the Silky Pocket Boy.
We got gas saws, electric saws, pruning saws, axes, but never knew the true capabilities of a folding handsaw until the Silky.
Alright, so first off we got the 130 millimeter, and since we don't use millimeters, we're going to be measuring it. So it is just over 6 inches, and this one is the fine teeth, and you got to watch out for the handles because the color on those is what tells you what's the difference in the teeth. And this is the 170 millimeter, and as you can tell, it is a substantially longer, and this is the medium teeth, and this is just 7 inches, so it's got about an inch ahead of it.
But it actually looks like it's longer than that.
It does, but that is just a blade. I think the handle might have some more on it.
Yeah, the handle does. So actually, I guess it would, overall length, what was that, 2 inches?
Yes.
Let's see. From
So that one is 11 and a half.
Or 11 and a half.
And this one is about 14 and a half.
Okay, so it's a pretty big difference overall.
Pretty big difference. Now, these, I would definitely say they're not the biggest saw, but they would be, I consider, a bushcrafter's essential if you want to get in it, just because how small and light and just how big it can do. They can do, the big one can do something about this size, which is really, really big if you consider what the size of it is. And just, this is that was the big 170 millimeter, and this is the small one. And as you can tell, you can see a little bit of where the teeth ground into it. And this one, you can also tell that this one is not made to be more of a bushcrafter. This one is more for fine, almost whittling style woodcraft type work.
Yeah, I actually used that one about 2 days ago, rehandling an axe, and I shortened it, and I used this one because it was fine teeth like you would find on one of those really nice Japanese carpentry saws.
Yes, this one is more of smooth cut, where this one I would be more likely to take out in the bush with me for a longer period of time, getting some bigger stuff. But even at 12 inches overall, it folds up to a nice, let's see, about 8 inches. So even at the bigger size, it is still very pocketable.
About the same size as my Raja 2.
Yes.
And I carried this Pocket Boy in my pocket all day today, in my front pocket, just like I would my Raja, just to see if it's possible. This one carries really well. It slides in and out of the pocket easy. This stuff is grippy, but it doesn't like grab the insides of your pocket. And this one would probably fit even better, like, because it's even smaller.
Yes, and it has 3 different of your blade angles. So this one, it has clicks right into place. The locking mechanism is really nice on it, and that would be more for cutting above your head or at awkward angles where the normal angle would not be very comfortable. And these are pull saws. You can tell by the way the teeth are angled, and you have to be careful not to bend it because pushing it does not cut. You got to pull it. But we have used these. I've used this one. I've had it since May. This one we just got a few days, yesterday actually, but we have really, really enjoyed using both of these.
There's a huge difference between the fine teeth of the blue one and the medium teeth of the black one. Huge difference.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you can get these in the teeth in 4 different varieties. You have the fine teeth, you have a purple handle, which is ultra fine teeth. You have the black handle, which is medium teeth, and then you have the red handle, which is large teeth.
So it's even more aggressive.
Yeah, more aggressive teeth, that's the word I was looking for.
Than this.
But interchangeable blades, you can go, if you don't like the color on it, you can just change it for a different style of teeth, break your blade, and they are coming out with a new Outback edition for all their saws except for the small 130, but you can get it in the 170.
All right, now let's do a cutting test between them, and then I also have a Fiskars saw just to kind of give you a comparison to a pruning or arborist style saw that's the same variety.
All right, guys, we got about a 2-inch piece of maple, and we're about to test the speed and just how hard it is to cut both of these. We're about to go now. It's really good. Just you have to make sure that you don't want to push it because, like I said, it is a pull saw, and that's you'll break your blade. And you can see what a clean cut it makes. Really no break it off or anything else. But I would definitely say this will pass the test. And now we got the 130. This is not going to do as well, in my opinion, because it does have the fine teeth. But we're going to give it a go.
All right, and this is not a versus video because they both have their places, and the fine teeth really don't do as well in here, and you have to be a little bit more deliberate with it. This is more of just an showing you video of what each one is. So this kind of gives you the spectrum.
All right, and just to keep this in perspective, this is about an average size pruning saw. This is a Fiskars, and we're gonna stick it to the test that we did those. That was a little bit more of a workout. But it just puts it in perspective. This one needs a little bit of sharpening, but I would say these are about medium teeth.
Yeah, probably so.
Medium teeth, so just judging to the fact that this needs a little bit of sharpening, I would say they both surpassed the test. And definitely, I've said it before and I'll say it again, it's definitely a buy again, guys.
Silky all the way.
Silky all the way. All right, guys, to end it all off, we have a little bit of a ferrocerium rod, and most of the time when you strike it, you know, you do it right before you get to your handle. But if you carry one of the Pocket Boys, they are so thin of the blade in the way they're made, you can spark it using that and don't have to worry about your blade. And guys, before we head out, these were not actually intended to be bushcrafter saws. The bushcrafters just saw these and were like, these things work good. They were actually supposed to be like Japanese pruning saws, and they just got big into the bushcrafters just because how nice they are. All right, guys, just remember to check the links in the description down below if you want to support our channel.
We'll see you guys on the next one.